Perfection is unattainable, but if we chase perfection, we can obtain excellence. Thousands of students, hundreds of teams across this great state are all in pursuit. We've dwindled it down to the elite. We may be able to catch that excellence.
Out to midfield space, Adonis over the top, going to crossbar. Right there. Yeah, you have the flash, you have the ball, you have the flip reset, and you.
Welcome back to the VESL State Qualifiers. $72,000 are on the line. These high schoolers are looking to put on a show. North Carolina, are you ready?
That was great. Jackie Chan, high jump. T-shirts coming. And that is the MVP status is just barreling.
Just do because they don't have quick dashes. Take a look at them on the flank, and it will be swag check again.
I think they usually the guarantee scenario like that.
No choice here for Duke to make. Needs to stay alive long enough to touch the cart with the 3 seconds remaining. That finger strike, that's gonna thin the ranks a bit. That punch gets one too. The wrist lock can take Twisted Space out of the fight. Nice hack, nice bio. Panther Freak come alive at just the right time. Then Animal's thrown onto Doomfist, and they go clear the high ground. Nothing.
Vampiro, as long as he's able to survive, is getting so much done in these fights. And I mean, okay, well, I mean, Vampiro's done, so maybe not so much now. And there's a beautiful block.
Oh, no. Sheik, that's mean. C-Round. Come on, stop trolling, dude. That is rude.
It's all been leading to this moment. The best high school teams in the entire state competing in one location. $72,000 on the line, but who will come out victorious?
My name is Augusta Conjala. My gamer tag is Scarlet Panda. Sunk so many hours into this game, and I feel like it's finally paying.
A lot of hours put into the game, determination. All of our team has special plans if winning any money. AK's doing the second trip.
This is, oh my goodness, what a shot. Gilloda says, I'm loading up here. Triple digits, but up is going.
Pokemon Trainer is still really busted, guys.
North Carolina, make some noise!
One way goes down. Usually with the glove. Now reloaded. Now he's going back into the fight.
One remaining.
Using the self-destruct, perfect timing on top of the payload. Anyways, here is trying one thing that I'm also looking for. Not mix with the food, and they're doing it with Cliff!
My name is Henry Youngkin, and I go by HR Youngkin.
This is my first season with VESL. I was interested last year before a different game.
Feels good. We won the season 0. We made it to states last year and we made it again. So it means a lot to me. Like, I've loved competitive video games for a long time.
I feel like my team is really good, and I think we can win this. It means a lot.
Our first few games, it was a little iffy, but we definitely improved our team play, and I'm pretty confident now.
Be ready.
Welcome, everybody. It's the Novant Fieldhouse in the heart of Greensboro, North Carolina. My name is Seymour. With me is Chamaka, and we have the VESL State Championships. It's going to be a fun weekend of action, and I can't wait to get this started. But before we get to business, we got to look to the stage for our national anthem.
Hold on. Mic check. There we go. Okay, everybody. So we're doing this a little bit different than normal because we are a student-driven organization at VESL, and I introduced myself earlier, but my name is Charlie. I'm the commissioner of the league. I made a thanks. I made a bet with the students, and I lost the bet. So when I start singing, if the thought crosses your mind, why is this guy singing the national anthem? I have never sung before any audience. But massive shout out to Wake Leadership Academy, who proved me wrong. I bet that they would not win Call of Duty, but they are the state champions in Call of Duty. So let's hear it for Wake Leadership. And they proved me wrong, and so now I'm going to be singing the national anthem. I don't sing, and I don't sing in front of people. So let's everyone rise to your feet. And we're going to do this sing-along style, please. No, trust me. All right. Let me... Say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave. And now I'll hand it off to Panda.
What an incredible rendition of the national anthem. Let's give it up for him. Now, for the main event. We are here for the VESL State Championships. Are you ready, North Carolina? Over 200 teams played across 5 months to be on this stage right now. And we're starting off with the semifinals for Smash Brothers. Who in the house is here for some Smash Bros? I'm excited. I know you all are. So without further ado, let's throw it to the casters to break all this information down, and let's get into the games. Thanks. Dude, this is a good crowd. You know, I was so excited. I was missing you guys. I'm coming back. So, listen, there are many esports titles competing here on this stage today. So I want to hear from you all what's your favorite title. Obviously, we got to start with Smash Bros. So let's hear some noise from some Smash Bros. All right, I think that's where most of the crowd here right now is for. But we also got Madden going on. Who's here for some Madden? Oh, man, that was more than I anticipated. Hold on. Wait a minute. And then, of course, we're finishing off the day with Rocket League. Who's here for some Rocket League? Okay, we got some people here to participate in multiple titles. I love to see it. But realistically, we got to start with Smash Brothers. So, people out here, who's your favorite Smash Brothers character? Kirby. Ooh, I love it. I love it. Okay, man, there's a variety out here, you guys. I like this. So, okay, you know what? Listen, my personal favorite is Cloud. I can't lie. Hanging out with that big old sword, that's kind of my character, right? But I also like to play Corrin, too. Any Corrin fans in the house? Yeah, I knew the boos were coming because Corrin is easy, if you don't know. But it is going to be incredible. I can't wait to get into the action here for you. We're just moments away from throwing it over to the casters so they can break down the bracket and all that information for all of you at home. So without further ado, let's go ahead and throw it over to them and see what they got in store for you guys.
Welcome, everybody. It's going to be a fun time for Smash. I'm excited to get things going, and we got a large bracket of players ready to go head-to-head to take a big, big prize here in the VESL State Championships. But once again, just for an introduction, my name is Seymour. With me is Chimaka. Chimaka, how are you feeling today?
Excited. I'm excited as these players probably. They have been grinding this for a long time now, you know, going through, I think we had like 90-something schools going, well, teams in different schools, and then closing the gap until they got to regionals. Then regionals was very hard fought, and now we are at the States where everything ends, and we have $72,000 in prize pool for in between all the titles. But it's gonna be an amazing time for these school students, you know, participating and playing for that prize pool.
Not only that, I mean, some of these players might be taking the stage for the last time. So looking out to go out with a big bang. And we can take a look at the bracket. We can look at exactly what is going down. I know on stage for our first match, we're going to be looking at Pikmare versus Punisher, which is going to be a very exciting one. You got a Sephiroth main going up against a Ridley main. That's going to be a hard-fought battle for Ridley main. But it's going to have to see if maybe the underdog can walk out on top. You have, you know, maybe anything you're looking at in particular for today?
I mean, my bread and butter is Rocket League, to be honest with you. So that's the one I'm looking for the most. We got Lincolnton, who was the previous year's champions, defending against their championship, and they're looking so strong. So the other schools are going to be there, you know, trying to actually grab that title from them. But as you mentioned on Smash, I mean, the way I saw the states fare, the fighting against each other, it was so close. Sometimes we even saw some reverse sweeps, and you know, coming back after being down nothing on the best of 5, you know, being able to win the whole thing. So it's very chaotic. It's one of those games where anything can happen in a split second because it's so fast paced. And also we have seen a lot of players use unconventional characters. Like, we're not here watching those top tier lists. You know, it's not gonna be Steve all the way. You know, it's gonna be, you know, Sephiroth now, which is a higher tier player, but not extremely high tier. The Ridley again. I mean, not one of those characters that it's on the top of the ladder. But that's, I think, the fun part here, that anyone can win with any given character, and it's just a matter of having a good day.
No, I know. I'm excited to see the Sephiroth. As a Sephiroth main myself, a Cloud main, you know, jumping in between the two. I'm such a big fan of Pikmare today. I'm going to be excited to see him take the stage for our first match. And I think the best thing to describe today, and I know you're saying about how unconventional characters are going to come out, it's going to be hard to maybe read your opponents. And when it comes down to Smash Ultimate, in a stage where you're literally stepping up there one-on-one. It's not like your Rocket Leagues or your Overwatch or Valorant, even when you have 4 or 5 other players behind you ready to kind of back you up. This is one-on-one. It's going to be difficult. It's going to be a hard-fought battle right to the grand finals. And like you said, if Regionals has anything to say for what we're in for today, it is going to be a very exciting day of action here for Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. And we should be getting ready to, for the players to take the stage, for us to, kind of break things down in this head-to-head a little bit soon. But it is going to be for a round 1 matchup, Pikmare versus Punisher. Pikmare from Myers Park and Punisher from Ardrey Kell. It is Seth versus Ridley. Ridley, a very heavyweight character. It's going to be tough for the Sephiroth to take them off stage, but for Ridley, it's going to be tough to literally do anything against this Sephiroth who likes to keep their distance.
Exactly. Sephiroth is a master of distance, basically. A player that is a sword player, but at the same time, more like a range kind of sword because it's so long and really having such a big hitbox. It's going to be fun to see how they match against each other. However, the Ridley is fast, for a heavy. So it probably can do some damage in a blink of an eye and then maybe push Sephiroth out of the way. Still, it will be interesting to see here today between these two and everything else that is going to be happening because, we got Super Smash right now, which, as you mentioned, it is a 1v1 situation with this, being on stage and having everyone looking at you. You don't have anyone else to rely, right? It's you versus the other person, and that's it. If you're feeling cold, if your hand's getting cold on the stage, if your heart rate is a little bit too fast and you miss the tempo, then everything can go downfall. But at the same time, it's such a big experience for them. So I'm so happy for them today.
No, it's going to be a fun one. So why don't we get these players on stage for this one-on-one matchup that we have for round 1 and send it over to Panda to introduce them.
And we're back, folks. It's time to get the players on the stage. Of course, we got to start with the first matchup. They talked about it. You all love them. Let's start off with Pikmare from Myers Park. Come on down. The hype is real in the arena as we welcome our second competitor. It is none other than Punisher from Ardrey Kell. Both Pikmare and Punisher going head-to-head in the first matchup here for the semifinals. But this is not the only action going on. We got our casters over on the black stage to intro you for the next roundup.
You got it. We got Pikmare up there.
Yeah, no, it's going to be fun. These players ready to go head-to-head. Seth versus Ridley. Chimaka, we've really kind of set things up for this matchup. We are excited to see these players, take the stage and start it. Do you have any predictions for this one? Do you have any anticipation for maybe who might be running forward?
I don't want to say anything in front of the guys. I'm gonna feel bad. And to be honest with you, I'd rather have them fight over there. I don't want to bring any expectations to you guys on your houses and here on the stage. I want the guys to be the ones who actually bring it on home. So we got them on stage now, ready to fight Punisher against Utah. So let's go. Let's see this matchup.
Yeah, Pikmare, this is going to be a very simple matchup for the Sephiroth player. You want to keep your distance. You want to make sure that you're forcing this Ridley off stage and denying them of any control of the center portions of the stage. So, Sephiroth, who's going to be very comfortable playing on any sort of battle, should be trying to force Ridley into really any situation that they want to at this moment. Punisher, on the other end, they're going to look to try to keep these brawl aspects to the center stage like we see here and try to knock off and spam the Sephiroth for some stocks.
I like how Punisher is being very defensive. He started the game doing some damage, but afterwards, as Pikmare became more conscious of the attacks from Punisher, decided to change the tempo a little bit. Now we have the 100 damage over for Punisher, and gotta be a little bit careful. Hits like that can send him off stage, and that just happened.
Yeah, quick little smash attack for Sephiroth. You can already see, for this Ridley, how hard it is to really disrupt Utah at this moment. 91%, and they're still comfortable as ever, but Ridley surrounded right now, and this is going to be an easy combo for the Sephiroth to now start to juggle, but Ridley able to recover back to stage, back off again. Not able to seemingly control this fight right now, and Utah's already equalized when it comes down to the percentage. Now chance to take the second stock. Recovery not able to be found to the counter to take the second stock.
Yeah, Sephiroth just went fishing on that one. And finally he's hitting that 100% mark. And finally Punisher was able to get one life out of Pickamere. But I mean, at what cost? He already lost 2. So this is not a good start for Punisher, who, I mean, started real good. He did a lot of damage onto Sephiroth at the beginning of the match, but then switched to that defensive playstyle, and it was downhill from there. But now trying to be more aggressive as the time goes on.
This is going to have to be a very difficult 0 to death for Ridley. Already doing a good job at forcing Sephiroth into these brawling aspects, dodging the specials as well. Now off stage, this is where Punisher can look to maybe spam out and deny this recovery, but it's good for Utah to find his way back up. Now forcing the juggle off the Ridley. Looking to get back and recover, but again, Utah just controlling the edge of the stage, forces him off. Could this be it for game number 1? Not able to find that down smash, and Ridley does get back, but not able to force Utah into bad spot, only losing 1 stock. It's a very simple game for Sephiroth to take our first.
I think you were kind of foreseeing this, right? You were foreseeing how Pickamere, or Sephiroth in this case, was going to, go with the tempo. Say how how fast paced or low paced the fight will go, and that was definitely it. Every time that Sephiroth wanted to play it slow, he will take some distance and then use the magic, a little bit of Fira, or just wanted to get in your face as well. Well, we can do that if you want to. I mean, you can come as close or far away from me as you want.
I mean, when you're looking at this matchup, and I think for Ridley, what is really important is forcing Utah to not play off stage, forcing Pickamere to kind of go in this 1-to-1, and then you have to watch out for the counters for Ridley. That's really where, Punisher is going to, I'd say, have much difficulty inside of this head-to-head. For Pickamere, really, you're looking for any sort of contact to get Ridley away from this center stage, and as soon as you do, you see how hard it is for Punisher to start to find these combos again. As soon as things go the way of Sephiroth, it starts to snowball into the favor of Pickamere. So this is a great start for Punisher. 10% to 92, a chance to now maybe spam and deny this recovery, but good out of Pickamere to find his way back.
And the change of stage has done a little bit of a help for Punisher. I mean, Punisher started really good on the previous match, and I'm glad that he's staying with the same pick, maybe figuring out Sephiroth a little bit better now and trying to fight more even. But I mean, as we did on the first match, Punisher starts strong, then Pickamere find a way to get the first stock. The difference is this time around, Punisher was able to counterattack and get another stock from Pickamere as well.
And that's just great timing from Punisher to find that early edge guard, but the counter so strong for Sephiroth, but he timed it right. And it's exactly what Pickamere does to take that second stock away from Punisher. Already a quicker game than we saw at the start of this head-to-head, and Pickamere on the doorstep of taking the second game.
Nothing to it right now. I'm loving it how Pickamere has been able to go fishing a lot and do a lot of damage. And once again, another strong hit and going, down all the way. He decided to go, dive in and try to get the kill in that situation. Somehow, Punisher was able to survive and go back in the stage.
Yeah, Punisher, I mean, this has to be perfect from here on out. Any moment, Pickamere can end this game, and this could be it now. Going to force Punisher into the air. Off stage, looking to recover. Almost goes for the black hole, but here's the grab. And now, the finish. Utah looking to end it here for game number 2, but he stays alive. The directional input. Ridley can't get back to the stage. And game number 2, Pickamere, again, only giving up 1 stock.
Only 1 stock in each game. That's impressive so far from Pickamere. I don't know. I mean, if you're Punisher, do you want to switch another player right now? I mean, It's a best of 5, so they definitely need to win this next match if they want to do something. They have tried 2 different stages, and the result has been exactly the same. So I don't know. I mean, maybe change stage once more, but also maybe change the character. I really don't have that many options for them.
I mean, I saw during the regionals that, you know, Punisher did bring out a Bowser. I don't know if even that would be a fix for the Sephiroth matchup. I mean, no matter which way you look at it, if you're going to take down Sephiroth, you're going to go to another sword character. And Ridley, I mean, this matchup, it's a losing fight to start with. So it's been an underdog battle that Punisher just hasn't been able to find his way on top just yet. And I mean, you can just see how comfortable Pigbear is playing on really any area of the stage, whether it's off stage, center stage, or looking to edge guard this Ridley from finding his way back.
Oof, wow. I mean, it's very strong Sephiroth win. Your life is about 80 or 70, you have to be very careful because just in that range is enough to actually get the stock out of you. Finally, they have a chance, and that's a good one for Punisher. That's actually very nice. He was able to do so in the previous match as well, but then it went everything downhill afterwards. So gotta be very careful now not to get too greedy on the system and start getting punished. As you saw right there, a little bit of punishing from Sephiroth towards Ridley, and now fishing on the edge. The Sephiroth was trying to hit Punisher. Punisher got lucky and got Sephiroth out of the edge, but that wasn't enough to actually make more damage. And now really back in that 100% life range. Maybe a life for life here, not even close.
And, oh, there goes the second stock for Punisher. For Pigbear. Just with the right time for the counter. Perfect frame. Now, Punisher, again, backed into a corner here. Can you take a second stock? Something that Ridley has not been able to do in any game for Pigbear, who's looking at 3-0 sweep at the start of our VESL State Championships to begin on quite a heroic note. And it's nice for Punisher again to take the Sephiroth off stage, but not able to find that spam. And the recovery for the Sephiroth, just not able to bring his way back, trying to force Punisher away, looking for the right time to recover, and here it is. Pigbear's back.
It's not looking good right now, already in that 80% range, and so it's going to be a problem for Punisher. He can't get any more hits, and he's down to his livestock. Maybe getting Sephiroth out of the edge right now, not even. Sephiroth always finds a way to grab that edge, so Punisher will have to actually hit him hard and just knock him down to get that stock away. And with that, it's gonna be it, man. With that stun, that was already over. And Pigbear does it with a 3-0 convincing win over Punisher.
That is a 3-0 sweep for Pigbear to start off this VESL State Championships. A very, comforting win for Pigbear, but for Punisher on the other side, I mean, what a hard-fought battle for this Ridley. I mean, at the start, you know that this head-to-head is going to be very difficult. You know that Sephiroth is a very strong character, especially when you are kind of forced off of stage, when you're forced into these uncomfortable spots. But at the same time, you see that Punisher was trying their best to force the Sephiroth into some uncomfortable situations, just wasn't able to do it enough to find the second stock.
Never found a really good punish for Sephiroth. It was a hit here, a hit over there. Yes, at times he got Sephiroth all the way to 70% health, but once he reached that point, it wasn't a continuous attack. It was more like I'm gonna hit you there, I'm gonna hit you a little bit afterwards. And on the other hand, Sephiroth was never he never stayed in the same place. He never used the same techniques. He was challenging Punisher the whole time, being very dynamic, changing playstyles, and I think that was a downfall for Punisher. He never figured out Pigbear at all.
Yeah, and I mean, I feel like for Pigbear, that's going to be putting himself in a very confident spot going forward inside of this bracket. I think next going to be playing the winner of our next match that's going to be on stage, and where we're going to be looking at, I'm pretty sure, Bones to take the stage versus a resident Korean player. I'm trying to remember the name, and I think it is Mupkipo. So this is going to be a really fun one as well. I don't think we're ready to get in towards it, but it is going to it is going to be another, I'd say, difficult matchup if we're not going to be seeing that sword versus sword.
Man, Well, that was an exciting start, but you can see here at Vessel that I mean, it's match overall that it could be very volatile, it could be very fast paced, it could end up in the blink of an eye. And this time around with Punisher and Picamare, Punisher not even getting more than one stock from Picamare in any single life in any single match. Then it was over really quick. I mean, hopefully Bones and Mopkipo can have a more even matchup because they already saw the other two players that go at each other. Probably, trying to control the nerves a little bit more and be more ready for the next match.
Yeah, so heading into the second match, again, I mean, I'm hoping it doesn't go to another 3-0 sweep. I'm hoping. But again, I mean, we saw how the regionals went, and not all of them were as close as we were hoping for. It is going to be another difficult matchup, no matter what way we put it into towards these first rounds. So again, it's going to be a tough battle, I'd say. I'm excited to see what Bones has to offer. But for Mupkipo, a very strong player that I was seeing inside of the regionals, bringing out this Corrin, it is going to be a very difficult to take down this player. I'm just excited to get into the second matchup as quick as we can for it and continue this action going, because so far, I mean, just look at the atmosphere that we have inside of the stadium, and we got two stages of action on both sides of the arena. We got an amazing set of casters on the other side, of Septilence, as well as a Monkey Man taking control of that other stage. It's going to be fun to watch both sides, kind of take the helm inside of the Smash Bros. Ultimate Tournament and kind of narrow things down.
Yeah, it's gonna be awesome, switching around from stages and going back and forth. You can see that the stage looks so beautiful, behind us, and hopefully we're gonna see, more people coming in. And tomorrow we got, more games. Today is gonna be Smash, it's gonna be Madden, it's gonna be Rocket League, but tomorrow we're gonna have Valorant, we're gonna have Overwatch, I think Fortnite as well. So it's gonna be an action-packed weekend here, and hopefully you guys, come in and visit and have a good time. I was looking into the Discord, and this is gonna be like a train thing going on. So if you go, I don't remember, to Charlotte or something. I mean, check the Discord. If you are in the VESL chat, Discord chat, you can check the things that they have going on, so you can actually come in here and enjoy of this event live from the arena. Because I mean, whenever you're here, it's so much more fun than watching home. Watching home is fine, it's good. You can get a drink whenever you want, go to the restaurant and whatnot. But here, the atmosphere is something else.
Oh yeah, getting to see these players, go head to head live in person is just none other. Especially considering we got the stands, we got the staff of VESL putting all of this together, and there's just going to be nonstop action all weekend long from today, tomorrow. Today we have Smash, Madden, Rocket League. All three of those games. Very hyped, very excited to see who's going to win that out trophies at the end of it. I mean, for VESL in particular, I mean, you just have to love what the product is putting on for these high school students, for them to have this option to play live in front of an audience, live in front of the camera, and kind of show off their skills. Because, I mean, in terms of high school players inside of esports, these players are who we're going to be looking at to grow and be the next stop inside of, the pro leagues in the future.
Exactly, and trying to find something for college opportunities as well. I know there's gonna be scouts and every other person from schools, colleges, trying to find the next prodigy, right? And these are the opportunities for them, especially if you are really interested in becoming a esports athlete yourself. So we are in the very early stages of the growth of next chapter of esports athletes. And I mean, these games are going to keep changing. That's why we have such a big lineup here. We got a little bit of everything: some shooters, some sports, some other things like Rocket League, which I don't know if not traditional sports, but more like a unique kind of sports, and then fighting games as well. We had a little bit here of everything. I wouldn't be surprised if next season of VESL brings even more titles to the mix, because I mean, that's what we want. We want to give an opportunity to everyone. And I mean, these esports programs in schools are so good that they're giving the students all the tools they need to actually grow and become, the future of esports.
Well, it does look like we have our players getting ready on stage for this next matchup. And I feel like this is going to be exciting once we do see. I think that the suspense of not really knowing on my end, what Bones is going to be bringing out inside of this matchup is kind of really leading me to kind of wait in anticipation to see what this head-to-head is going to be exactly. But while this is going on, don't forget that the second stream over on the black stage is right now happening with Septilence and Monkey Man watching Mistybot versus Evolve. And I think, don't forget to tune in and spread the love across both sides for VESL, because we got so much action to be paying attention to across the whole day for both sides, Chamaco. And yeah, man, I'm just getting ready for the second match, really.
Yeah, we had, piggybacking on what you're saying, we have 2 streams on YouTube. You can go and watch it. It's on the same YouTube channel, but on 2 streams on the side. And we got a stream also on Twitch, so you can follow over there and get the action. As we mentioned, we're just waiting for the players to get ready on their next match, and just waiting for them to be ready. That's basically it. We should be able, if I'm not mistaken, to get a hype video for you guys and get a little bit of a break, because I know the meme that casters want to be talking the whole time. That's not the case. To be honest, we want to be watching the games just as much as everyone else.
So right now, I think the best case of action is that we can throw to a break while we get ready for the second matchup. And when we come back, we're going to have more Smash Ultimate for you guys to watch.